that I have to admit, even with the likes of Rick Ross, famed entrepreneur, rapper, businessman, yourself, Tim Scott, there's a growing number of black men, Snoop Dogg, who are supporting Donald Trump. I want you to unpack for me because I can't figure it out. To me, what is the allure for black men to push, support, and even vote for Donald Trump?
Well, I mean, we see it in the polls, Dr. Brian. Again, this, number one, the two-tier injustice system that is happening to this man unjustly. Men are identifying it in high numbers.
Who going to vote for the felon? I'm going to vote for the felon. It's Trump 2024. You already know, the more you indict, the more we unite. You get what I'm trying to tell you? We going to make it so big to where it can't be rigged. Because you know when it's tight, it's right. You get what I'm saying? So let's show them that we gonna stick together. Who gonna vote for the felon? I'm going to vote for the felon. If you voting for Donald Trump, stitch this video, you heard me. Duet this video, you heard me. Share this video, you heard me. Let's make this thing a trend, because I'm going to vote for the felon. If you voting for the felon, put down in the comments, Trump 2024, you voting for the felon. You get what I'm saying? Throw them American flags up. Let's go, y'all. Let's show them that we stick together no matter what. Donald Trump is our president. That's who's going to be our president. And come November 5th, we going to make it happen. You heard me. Let's go.
Hey, welcome back. It's your man Wise, and today I have a great video to share and an article to check out with you guys. CNN, Data Guru, they are losing it over there because they see that Trump is headed towards a historic performance with black people, especially black men. Trump 2024 is bringing a new era to American politics, especially for the black community and also the Latino communities as well. He is going to the neighborhoods. He's going to these liberal cities, places that normally Republicans won't go. He's going and having sit downs. He was out in Detroit in the hood. He was out in the Bronx about a month ago. He's doing things that hadn't been done in quite some time. And to be honest with you, I don't think I've ever seen a Republican go to places that historically has been blue no matter who districts. But he's going there and it's working. And the people on mainstream media, which is 90 to 95% liberal, are freaking the F out. Pardon my language. Before we get into the video, like, share, subscribe to the channel. Drop me a comment down below. I appreciate all the love and support. And without further ado, let's go.
Looking for signs that this is going to go back to normal, and I don't see it yet in the polling. If anything, right now we're careening towards a historic performance for Republican presidential candidate, the likes of which we have not seen in 6 decades.
And when you dig into this number here, what is the makeup of that number?
This is where we get very interesting. So I decided to dive deeper into the crosstabs, figure out where is it that Joe Biden is truly struggling among black voters. All right, so this is black voters, Biden versus Trump margin. Look at black voters age 50 and older, and you'll see, look, Joe Biden was leading amongst this group at this point by 83 points back in 2020. Now it's 74 points. So yeah, a slight decline in that margin, but nothing out of this world. Look at black voters under the age of 50. Holy cow, folks. Holy cow. Look at this. Joe Biden was up by 80 points among this group back at this point in 2020. Look at where that margin has careened down towards. It's now just, get this, 37 points. That lead has dropped by more than half, Mr. Berman. I just never seen anything like this. I'm like speechless, because you always look at history and you go, okay, this is a historic moment. If this polling is anywhere near correct, we are looking at a historic moment right now where black voters under the age of 50, which have historically been such a big part of the Democratic coalition, are leaving it in droves.
All right, so you've seen that, you heard that. So let's get into the article real quick. I won't hold on to you too long, but it says here, CNN data reporter Harry Enton stunned Monday after polling found that former President Trump is expected to garner significant support from black voters. An aggregate of network polls found dwindling interest in President Biden among voters down to 70% in 2024 from 86% in 2020. Trump, meanwhile, has cut into Biden's coalition, tripling his support from black voters over the last 4 years from 7% in 2020 to 21% in 2024. I keep looking for the signs that this is going to go back to normal, and I don't see it yet in the polling, Enton said. If anything, right now, we're careening towards historic performance for a Republican presidential candidate, the likes of which we have never seen in 6 decades. I keep telling y'all, we haven't seen numbers like this since Eisenhower was voted in. He received, I believe it was 34 or 36% of the black vote during that time frame. Enton noted that Biden has seen a slight decline among voters over 50. However, support for the current president from black voters under the age of 50 has cratered, plummeting from 80 points in 2020 to just 37 points in 2024. I've never seen anything like this. I'm speechless, Enton said. In late May, Enton said Trump's gains with black voters represent a huge alarm for Biden's re-election campaign. He said that not accounting for other voters or other voting shifts from 2020, the increase in black support would put Trump over the top in 2024 with 291 electoral college votes. That's crazy. A USA Today Suffolk University poll published Sunday found that support for Biden among black voters has dropped roughly 20 percentage points since the last election in both Michigan and Pennsylvania. In Michigan, the poll found that Trump has 15% of black voters compared to Biden, who has 54% of the support from black voters. So you know they're panicking. You know they are panicking. You can expect the big guns to come out now. Mainstream media is about to throw everything that they can possibly throw at President Donald Trump, and they are about to get their pandering on like we've never seen before. People back in this day used to say, break out the knee pads and the lip chap, because that's where they're headed in the liberal mainstream Democrat Party. That's where they're going because they see it. The writing is on the wall. Young black folks we're not falling for it anymore. You can't hit us with the racism dog whistles. You can't hit us with this side over here, they're racist. Nope. It's not working this time. We are able to compare apples to apples. I keep saying this. We legitimately get a chance to compare one administration to the next. And what we do know, everybody knows, man, the money is funny right now. The change is strange right now. But back during the Trump administration, everybody was getting it. If you wanted it, it was out there for you to get. The opportunities were plentiful. Money was cheap. And people's lives were so much easier during that time frame. They're not telling you about the massive layoffs that's been happening. They're not telling you about that. They're not telling you that gas is double. We can see it. We're filling it in our bank accounts. People aren't buying homes like that because the interest rates are outrageous. The only thing the left has to stand on is those guys are racist and they want to stop women's rights. And that's the only thing that they have to stand on. And what we do know is that, in places like Maryland and in other places where they've put out, didn't even give the people the opportunity to vote for it, executive orders signed for full-term pregnancy terminations. We're not with that. Out in California, they got a bill on the books right now for perinatal terminations. Really? That's where we're trying to go with this? What's next? Democrats have led a lot of people to believe that if you are part of the alphabet community, your plight is the same as the black community's plight. Done grouped everybody in. Y'all all the same. Folks ain't buying that. Black men want the opportunity to earn an honest wage, own a home, start their businesses. No different than any other American citizen out there. We all want the same things. What we do see is that you have one party that is trying to stifle it. And you have another party that is trying to get the heck out of your way so you can go make it happen. You have one party that wants to regulate and tax you into oblivion. We have another party that wants to deregulate and cut taxes, which would give you the ability to open up businesses. It would give the ability for businesses to cut the spigot back on and start hiring people all again, start becoming more innovative again. Everybody right now is playing defense. Hardly no one is playing offense right now from a business perspective. And then let's not get into all the super woke stuff. Let's not go there. This is a no-brainer. It's obvious you have a lot of older people, not all, but there's still a good amount of older people in the black community that are going to vote blue no matter who, because they've been sold a bad bill of goods. They've been sold a lie, and that lie still to this day sounds good to them. And they will not hear the truth. They don't want to hear the truth. They're the people that still watching CNN. They're the people that still listening to MSDNC. They're the people that still listening to all these mainstream, super woke, far left progressive media outlets. It's them. They still believe that. Those of us on the other end of that, on the other end of 50, we ain't falling for it no more. We don't believe you. We've seen the tapes of the fake lies. We've seen it. It's been all around on TikTok. He said one thing, y'all chopped it up and made it sound like something else. Did the same thing down in Florida. We just don't believe you. They've lost a lot of credibility. So much so that now you even got the shills out there crying and complaining like, our tactics isn't working anymore. They're not listening to us anymore. Angela Rye, Tiffany Cross, the folks on the Breakfast Club. We're not listening to y'all. I stopped listening to them a long time ago. Some of those that I mentioned, I never listened to. But you have a lot of black folks that used to get their information from these people because they believed them. And they realized that these people are just paid shills. They're no different than the snitch. They're no different than the black overseer, on the plantation. They've been paid handsomely to keep you right there, keep you stuck. The Roland Martins, the Angela Ryes, the CTGs of the world. They've been paid handsomely to keep you right there on the plantation, no movement. But we're not falling for it anymore. And the polls are saying, I'm telling you, just get ready for it. Y'all gonna hear that reparation talk. It's coming. They're gonna promise you that they can give you reparations the same way that they promised all these folks back in 2020 that they could wipe out all these student loan debt. Trust me, every pandering tactic that they can use, it's coming. Be on the lookout for it. Don't even listen to it. If Biden steps down, don't worry about who they throw up in there. They're going to keep operating the same way they've always operated. They're going to keep the status quo. Don't listen to it. Don't fall for it. Let me know what you guys think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Drop me a comment down below. I appreciate all the love and support. Consider joining the ARP family. I appreciate each and every person so far that has joined the team thus far. It helps support the team. It helps supports me, helps supports the channel. It helps us push this content to those who really need to see it. I appreciate each and every one of you guys that have already joined the team. And with that being said, keep God first in your life. Stay prayed up, and I'm going to catch up with you all next time. Peace.